players eyeing this choke.
Look at the timing, maybe they get the pinch right, but it's actually Leaf to go down first. Allows them now time to worry about that flank. The trip's been broken, the eye should turn, and suddenly all this pressure feels a little bit segmented. It's not having the same impact! Oh, Nats might be back, baby! I'm so terrified if he has another...
Oh, stepping down into mid here.
Trying to be aggressive, assertive, and it might be rewarded. It is! Back-to-back damage, looking for a third, and he actually might get out with his life! No trade, no punish. It's Nats to try and claim at least something back with a pick towards Leaf.
Now look at this, once again, G2, one player on the flank, now looking for the retake. Coming into the site, Jogamo's already found three.
Yeah, this time he's not letting this one slip. It's all down to Nats. The 1v4, made to a 3, but it doesn't matter. G2 calm and composed. And
what they can do is, actually, if they take out Jaw, they remove that ultimate from the retake.
Okay, spots one. I'm going to stick around too long. And I like the reaction, though, from G2.
Yeah.
This pressure down middle.
They're walking down into mid, and Jaw is going to find 5 players. G2 can heat up on this flank and try to potentially pinch in. Except that Team Liquid have already found the timing with Jaw falling down.
Okay, this is going from bad to worse here. Nats is holding the flank as well. He knows where everybody is. The original icon is still doing this sort of work. Trent, irrelevant to outcome. Like Liquid do have this preference to going towards this B site approach.
Yeah, I think they've realized a couple times now that G2 are grouping up very heavily, trying to fight around Jogamo. Spotting that out, dodging, getting free entrances into the site.
Yeah.
Has every round just been an open site?
So far, it kind of felt a little like it. There is a fight back in the form of Leaf, at least. The rest, again, clearing this deep flank. But I like this reposition from Liquid, pushing through the extremity. But Jaw is still around it, so he can backfill that a little bit.
Jaw's going to be pretty critical if G2 are going to have a chance here on the eco.
If you're Liquid, you've got to be wondering, where the hell are they? They've got to get moving, and Valorant's done really well. Patatek goes down, and suddenly you're starting to get a bit more nervous on the side. Jaw appears. We said he was critical, and he is, but the one man still standing, brought to his knees. G2.
Cross, Team Liquid can choose to speed up into the A side or reset back into that lurk.
Like this.
Beautiful.
I really like that. Camo, patience pays for Team Liquid here. Smoke going to go in, and it's going to force G2 to... But you kind of feel like you have to commit to this.
They're already flooding.
They have to go for it. He's seen him. He's absolutely seen him. Jonah P going to find Nats, but it's Kamek to instantly trade out. He was spotted early. But do they know about this man? Jormo's still here. It's late, but it's not pretty enough. Kamek.
Hero rifle. Jonah's already gotten one with the Guardian, and there's some pretty hefty ultimates for G2 to try and convert this numbers advantage.
Okay, they're building. Nats here, going to get the ult. He can go back down towards Sewer.
Oh, that ultimate is going to try and push players into Leaf, who sprinted up into window.
It makes no difference. I know. They can pause on this one. They're going to get the info on the ult here unless Leaf moves now, and he... Oh! How the heck did they get away with that? Nats was almost dead. It looked almost so likely, but Patatek finds some space on the side. Valorant on the side swing takes him down, and suddenly Liquid are being held at the door. They're not getting the access they want, but Nats still alive, an operator in hand. Let's see. Nats, is this like the game against Sent? You've been spotted. Uh-oh, Kiko's unraveling the crossfire. Jonah P and Trent will not let that slide. A Maskart Thrifty coming in, and G2, Bucky coming out for Camo. Does have the knives to lean on, but they do like to go for these explosive B approaches with this sort of thing, and it looks like, once again, they're at least implying this early. Yeah,
that smoke to teleport into. Jet can dash into the site. We'll see how aggro we're getting. Look at that with the Bucky. Already trading 1 for 1, and Team Liquid are still on a warpath. Kiko diving in towards C Link, but Trent has done well to slow this hit down. Trent's done exceptionally well. He's kept them in this B site. He's kept them in the numbers game. He's kept them in a man advantage. He is the hero that they needed right now, and he might have to still keep going. Kamek and Patatek alive here. They can hit the pause button for a second. Big drone. Yeah, but they don't get much off it, sadly. They're looking for almost a slam dunk. They're going to force a swing. Uh-oh, beautiful. What the hell? They're making it work. Jorgamo going to strike back. It's all on Kamek in a 1v1. Operator for Jaw. He's got his ult as well, as does Kamek. But again, in these situations, how does this unfurl? Kamek going walkabouts completely unknown. Jorgamo took the TP out, and back to back. Jorgamo now finding that impact on the side, but I've got to say, again, in my mind, which once again they are doing. Jonah P does outgun them though, as does Jaw, and now you're going to see that crunch come in. Late presence through Garage, don't forget. Oh, a little sloppy, but it gets the job done. Leaf finally getting on the board with 2 of his own. Going to keep this well in hand. A 2v4 is not easy. Hello? Nats. Nasty boy, Nats, but they've got to get moving! Uh-oh, how is this happening? Leaf is still doing work here, but it's a 1v2, and Nats knows where Leaf is, but there's a time incentive! And Leaf standing tall, 4 huge kills. It's going to hurt.
This is rough now. Paranoia's gone in. They're going to have to make something of it, but look at the time being bought here. It's perfect. And this is just outdone G2 with a magnificent approach. You've got 10 seconds. There's nothing you could do. Wrap it up. Spike's still down there. Yeah, Leaf, go deal with them. Ooh. Okay, not like that, but the time. Time is the biggest thing, and he bought time for it. Kamek can go farming. I don't care. The round is gone. And it's a misstep from Liquid here, and a perfect example of G2's adaptation being rewarded.
Exactly, and really strange right now. Team Liquid going for an ult play back in link.
This is wild. Camo straight away takes away Leaf. It's pacey, but G2 have been good in this sort of chaos. They've kept up with this, but it's a lot of players in a very awkward situation. Jaw is surrounded. He wants to fight out. Jaw will not back away, and maybe he should have, but he couldn't. G2 still staying in this with 3 standing, but the C site is lost.
It's a 3v3 right now. Alan has an ultimate, there's fighting garage, this determines everything. Jonah P opening it up now can call in his teammates to ult back into the site.
And there it is, ult comes in. Kamek was ready, this was nice, 25 HP, we've got to know that space could have been occupied. Jonah P is on the money now! G2 looking so better for G2, but let's see. Already very well. Oh, this could be so sick. This is so sick. Look at the pour on of Util. They put it right through the blender. Kamek the to really draw blood though. And G2 fighting it out. It felt like Liquid had the read, and it didn't matter for a moment.
How on earth did TL only get the one? Their utility was genuinely perfect. We're gonna have to wait to the replay because I thought they had absolutely everything they needed.
Oh, that's gutting as well. That's a wind out of your sails, right? For G2, you're grinning, right? You've just got...
Hold on.
Yeah. Kiko. No way were you going to make that anymore. He's made it doable, though. He's brought it down to a 1v2. Trent and Valen suddenly having to really focus up.
Valen's on 10 HP.
Oh my god, the timing.
Valen's still going to jazz.
The timing. Trent, you absolute superstar. He was...
The anti-eco setup.
This is really uphill. Liquid looking for options and finding very little, and that's the only one to do it as G2 stalwart on this site. Hold G2 again. They invested heavy into this round. They were not going to take any chances here. Kiko, you get one more. He's keeping him close to sight. There we go. G2 going to recover the more prized possessions of the Guardians and bits and bobs. Yeah, and the Bulldog there too. All good.
Now the thing is, Team Liquid bought a lot of Sheriffs that round.
Yep.
They've got 4 light armors. If G2 identify that, which getting all those kills, they see the Sheriffs on the ground. This could be a time to force up into an Outlaw, genuinely, for them.
I'd love to see it. Why not?
It's a weird call to make, because on the one side, when you have such a buffer, 10 to 4, it's like, just take the bonus here, build up your economy, that's totally fine, but this could have just been the nail in the coffin had they gone for it.
Here.
What a course correction for G2 this would be. After what was probably a real sour game for them, coming back into this and looking like they are really on the money, this is dreamy. But they even make it hurt now for Liquid. They have the better guns on the Liquid side. They should have everything they need, but once again, into this retake scenario.
A lot of good utility for G2 to play with. Both get flashes for this fight into Garage and the teleport out with an early kill. G2 can now fall back into long because there's no smokes.
Yeah, that was just profound aggression, and it works wonders, leaving just Liquid, as I said, down to 4, struggling uphill. G2 making it hurt, turning the screws. As Panatek gonna face the music on 23 HP, and Kamek by his side, but how are you meant to deal with this? You can't. You know you can't. Time is going to be going, and Leaf, a little unlucky on the time, but it doesn't matter. They're going to make it to 11 on this round. This is more than the first nail in the coffin. This is the gateway to the map, pretty much.
That is just brutal. I mean, how many flashes do G2 have just continually fighting into Garage? Kamek needs to keep this rifle online just to be a potential hero, and he does. Easily dealt with the flood coming in quick.
Yeah, they've got to make this one work though. Panatek going to put his life on the line for it. Pressure starting to mount now. Nats dives in! Head first! He takes the fight! But Trent again, in these critical rounds, Trent comes alive. I can't stress it enough. But an ace? No way.
Full minute to play with, but that spike is in a bad way.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, when he goes for the exec, he has the missiles, he's got a stun to play with. Camo and Kiko are stacked. There's a world.
Yeah, Have you ever heard the story of the Trent 1v5? Started off with 2
Surely
incredible
not.
kills. He was down to 79 HP. Almost full util left here. And then he goes for that play out of from sewer, the spike. God, awful position. Swing comes in. It wasn't this round, actually.
Right,
it was
yeah.
Kiko doesn't want to leave this, but he's going to have... Oh, his team's... That saved him! I thought he was dead for sure. Surely Kiko was going to die there, but no. But now panic stations. Utilities coming in. A dash to the side. Counter roll. It's an absolute mess. Kamek even taking down Camo. And Jonah P. putting them in their graves. What the hell has just happened? I couldn't tell you. But Palitek and Kamek, the only 2 alive, split on the map, but an opportunity beckons, takes away Trent. Now we've got to see a response from Paddy too. He's got to take some space here, but look at Jonah P's position.
Oh, yeah.
It is stunning. Offsets the time, wins the fight. He's basically won the round. Kamek's going to have to go nuclear in this. Util Porons there, and they're not going to engage with him. Look at this.
It's not going to happen. G2.
People have looked at these 2 as the ones to be able to bring them back to the forefront. Jog did not care. 13-5. It's a dominant display from G2. And that is message sent.
Just beautiful Valorant from John Jonah. Fantastic work between the 2.
Sentinel will be a factor. He can get behind them fast. But can Liquid hold down the side? Kamek getting a little baited by that one, but blinded as well. Little to be done. Palitek and Nats spinning on a dime. Liquid this time making it count. Trent a mile away and the flank is in. Liquid claim the first.
We're seeing Nats play off-site, wait for his teammates to get over, and look to jump back down.
Oh dear, his sights are not looking all that accessible right now. And now Jonah P and Leaf gonna try and put something together, make it a little costly, get warmed into this one. You're not looking likely to convert the round, and especially in Leaf's position here. Spike left very far away. If you could do a bit of damage, that'd be very nice.
Yeah. That was nice from Leaf too. I think he had to use the height of the cage to give himself a little path to drop on down with. So Leaf finally ends up getting spotted here. Quick rotate from Team Liquid, already working wonders for them. Expect to see G2 really start to slow down the pace of these rounds after getting punished, accelerating in. Now, didn't think G2 would do the same thing 3 rounds in a row, but they have.
Waiting as Kiko can get out from this as well. Yeah, nice. Nats still playing around on the side too. Turns the flash, but he can't get some full safety. Wait, hold on. He's still alive. And Liquid flooding back on the side. G2 just depending, banking on Jonah P to save them. And he couldn't do enough.
In from Giacomo, he's going to realize that's a very passive setup from Team Liquid on C.
Yeah, still holding towards Waterfall, still holding towards CT. I don't know how much Jaw's going to see. Gets, he commits! Outrageous, goes for it on towards Kiko. I guess he had to at that point, but traded in. Now they can start fighting back towards the site. They're going to clear through site itself, excluding Trent. And you can't forget about Trent, but it's Jonah P up in the feed, waiting for a victim. Was not outdone by Valen. And again, G2 on these bonuses, well, not even bonuses, half buys, these stingers come out.
To play, get the perfect read against their opponents. They can use this clone to break the tripwire in the choke, but again, Team Liquid have a couple of guys here to stop them.
Yeah, we saw that heavier emphasis towards C, towards that B site, leaving just that one-man camo over towards A. G2 trying to just brute force it, I guess, have to respect the util again. A good little stall, 20 seconds. Flank potential. They were towards C, didn't go CT.
They're gonna go A.
Through door, and they're gonna run it. They have to, I guess. They were getting no luck towards that B site, but they're running low on time. It's a little bit deadly. They don't have the full information, but they have to take a gamble.
It's a brilliant call from Valen, realizing the fast rotate from Team Liquid, but check this out. Jonah P stepping forward into stairs. He gets the first kill, but shut down quickly by Camo.
Nice trade there. Not going to let that get too far, but man advantage still with Liquid. Very deep post plants. Look at the util they have. Trent going to have util. Leaf has util. Valen can play a little closer, play a little further forward.
That's going to be such a problem from this space, though, and Valen doesn't clear him away.
And away you go, the salvos, but Nats! Look at a little vintage again, but time. Leaf can buy time. He does need to go nuclear, and the stance there. They're just running him down. Diffuse needs to come in. All good this time. Right?
Yeah, all good, all good.
Right? But I've never seen Liquid go this deep. They've never gone this far. Yeah, Leaf's in trouble. They disrespected Camo once more. Now slow down and held back. Trent and Jonah P with the revenge. Get the trades and get the man to the good and punish this aggression.
Now G2, they still got a minute and 10 seconds, and they've left Jogamo towards C. This is something they love to do. His TP isn't very deep, it's just to send him, you know, a little bit back towards sand. Wait for this re-aggro into mid. Nats is going to get the trade on through. But still, now G2, realizing that TLF maybe overextended a little bit, can move back into Jaw.
So they know where both players are now, right? They know where Nats is, they know where Kiko is. Jaw doesn't need to do too much, right? You just kind of hold the space you got, make sure you facilitate that cross, get that spike in safely.
It's a good angle.
Oh, wait. Kiko's still on for this one. Yeah, he is! Kiko takes away Jaw, the safety net now removed. He's starting to feel a bit more threatened here. Has Nats closed in already? Is he on the flank? Where the hell have they gone?
And Kiko puts the smoke in center sight, so again, he could be moving around. He could be trying to flank. Sticking this plant here is risky.
It feels really unnerving, right? Your palm's getting a little sweaty. Trent still close to sight. Same with Valen. They're not taking too many risks. And there's no reward that time. But can Nats again clutch up here? Valen on the other side. Plenty to play with. Lovely work from Valen.
Jaw that's going to be inserted B. It's going to be Jonah P.
But of course.
Yeah, there's always that late lurk.
But of course. Ooh, okay. Well, suddenly this round doesn't feel so kind of flat. You've got an invested ult here, but this time it runs out pretty quick, right? You got to get moving on this. If you want to get some value, you got to get going, and you're going to get nothing. And there's that flank. Whoa, that's crispy from Jonah P. Good trade right back in. Okay, look, I'm not out of this round yet. Make me a believer in something here, Liquid, because it's looking like it's going to be solid from G2. They needed a secure round.
The fake re-clear into Sandus, nice, and TPing out into A. I love it.
Nice. Oh, Nats is in actually a whole lot of trouble. He's going to try and run this side. There's no escaping it, looks like, but he's found a pocket to play from. And it's Camo to take away Jorgamo. But madness on the site itself. Plant is not secure. Nats is still here. He's been left with this site. He's in control of it again. It doesn't matter the number or the odds. He's always good for it. Nats is outstanding at his job. How are they doing this? There's 4 players from Liquid on the site here. Trent's still standing. I have no idea how.
Just a mess of a round. Trent now calling in his teammates to get back into the site, using a site smoke for that, and he finds the opener.
Trent's been good in all the chaos before as well. Yamik and Nats trying to navigate a 2v4 is not easy. He's still got a little bit of util to play in, but it's not much, and trying to disrupt that deep post plant, brutal. Yeah, you can see as to why. It's rough by all accounts. G2 closed this one down. Tying for a brawl, apparently. Leaf, how are you looking so calm under all that? Just walks in, takes 2. Now I'm out, boys. Wild.
Just brutal. The spike was in front B as well, so it's not like G2 or Team Liquid rather can speed up into the C site. Kiko's just going to toss out that top spite smoke to threaten some kind of a walk in there. But G2 have already backed away. They're happy to play the numbers advantage, shrink together. It's only going to be Jaw left on that forward line towards A.
Here. Yeah, I love this. Taking no chances, it looks like, for G2, right?
It's always with numbers advantage with them. Very fundamental gameplay. What it does mean is it offers a lot of space to the attackers.
I'm okay with it. I think G2 know, what space is given, how they want to approach it. Leaf trying to find a little bit of a gap to play from, and he's actually done really well in this reposition here, and he can kind of check. No one slipped through. No one's now trying to sneak in towards B. I'm good. He's just checking. He's just making sure, but...
Hold on.
Okay, but now the timing. Speaking of that...
He slipped in.
Just after Leaf checked this. Oh, that's gutting. Okay, that's going to be heard. That's an additional body towards CT.
They're going to stall the plant for the kill.
It's fine, it's fine. Kiko going to find Jonah P and get them that security through Waterfall to be able to focus towards CT, but there's a flank on the way, and Kiko makes an absolute meal of it. It's Nats and Padatek now feeling a little bit surrounded, and rightly so. Leaf on the swing, can't do it. Valen looking like he can. The new showman in main rounds they won from Haven. This time, Camo going to start things off with a bang. Takes away Jaw, but Leaf controls that B site. No one's slipping through here for Padatek.
Door open, trying to push into Jonah. He's got the Guardian, so time to flash and fall back into sight, calling the reinforcements.
He looks good, though. He doesn't look like he's going to be swamped here. He does re-peek into Nats, maybe. A little bit of a wake-up call. You can't take this too lightly. And they've wrapped the site, trying to gap close towards stairs. Handoff again. It gets dangerous because of this. Camo starting to hit some shots. 1 minute to play with. Spike is in hand. He's going to need 4 kills in total to make this one doable. And Valen could be anywhere.
Hasn't found a gun either.
Right planet.
He is not. But that Sheriff rang true, and it might be ringing again. He gets around the corner, paranoia primed. He does the dance, he gets away to safety. Another step, Camo looking back. Valorant breaks his heart. Team Liquid could be kept down on.
To be the hero in another round. But Team Liquid in a tough spot. They don't have a lurk, they don't have much space. G2 holding the fort down. Good shot from Kiko. Will equalize.
Leaf, he was just about to walk away, but he's now gonna have to keep this in mind, right? Valon's got Nats. Valon is in the smoke. Valon is in the smoke. Someone, please don't let Valon get away with this. He's such a cheeky little player. He'll take those high risks. And Liquid looking like they're stalled out here. Yeah, they're pausing for a second, waiting for that util to come back up. But why do I feel G2 are a bit naughty about this one? The timing might just be right. Valon got caught looking away, it felt like, but Trent's still standing, as is Leaf. Numbers could be an issue now, down to a 2v3. And Leaf's recovered an absolutely prized possession. They're not looking this way at all. Surely someone's going to keep an eye on this at some point. How close can Leaf get? Okay, Kiko's having a glance now. Shoulders it for a second. Got to have some distraction. Help him out here. Trent's the one to find it. Trent can try and clear the corners here, but the likelihood, the chances are starting to dwindle. 6 HP and a Sheriff, not quite the same impact as Leaf with the Vandal. And I think we know how this has gone. Kiko going to find it. That's going to be two standing. Base early would have obviously been there, but again, I liked it, waiting for everyone to come over.
10 seconds.
No. We're going to be able to plant, right? We're not going to be stalled out, right? You can see them there, like, guys, do not let Waterfall go any other way than ours right now. Let me get that spike down and then we can talk, but they're all going to come down and keep G2 at bay.
Wow, Team Liquid throwing everything into that. The firing squad for Waterfall. Now G2 on the approach.
They're up by ramp though. This is really risky. G2 clearing house. G2 break down the door, sweep through the sights. And where the hell was Liquid in that? Looking asleep at the wheel. Valon the one to deal with it, and this is down to pretty much Camo and Kiko trying to make something out of nothing, but it's controlled again. G2 at the helm, looking unfazed by Liquid.
The kill.
My God, he's a lucky boy today. They were, oh no, Kamek! He's just walked into his death. Jonah P on the punish. It is traded by Nats, but they're feeling desperate, and desperation reeks throughout this. Jaw gonna find Patatek just wandering away. What is this?
What's going on? There's fights on two fronts, and G2 are winning everywhere. Camo gets the spike, but he has to be a hero for the team. He gets the burst. Camo staying alive here, baiting out shots, but now it truly is him against the world.
1v3. They know where you are, and they're closing in. G2 wanting to put Liquid in their graves as Camo tries to shift around. 2 on one side and 1 on the flank. You give him a 1v1 though. You're playing a risky game. You've got to tighten up here, because Camo could absolutely do this, but Nerve's starting to play a factor, you can see it. Trying to toy with the time, and he's got the angle now, hold on. Valon joins up, and they double swing! G2 fighting together! Not letting that slip, not allowing Liquid in the door. Go for a walk. Takes himself forward, and he's not alone. You're rarely alone with G2. It looks like they all swing, and they take a stand. Valon willing to brawl out on it. Takes out Patatek too.
2 kills there is just unbelievable. Team Liquid having to use the Tejo drone to re-clear this just to secure the spike. And G2 were set up in front mid. They could pinch these players trying to rotate.
I kind of like that. Do they go for the pinch on it? The timing's everything. It's good. They're at least going to get another on this one. They're keeping the man up to the good here, and they get the information to boot.
And you're looking at this retake. Jonah P's stun's going to be coming back. Jaw's got full utility. G2 have all the pieces with the scouting too of the dimensional drift to get things going.
Man, G2 on the verge, on the precipice. It feels like of punching in that 12th round, but still, Nats and Kiko gonna need to go big. Nats tries to get techie with it, a little slippery towards the smoke. Kiko, no! Oh, it's heartbreaking, you can see it. It's falling apart at the seams for Team Liquid. Nerves. Why does this position feel like it's gonna work? Oh, of course it does!
Because it is!
Oh, Chogamo draws first blood.
And look where Jonah P is too with the Rolling Thunder ready. If they try to exec out here, they're gonna get killed.
What are the options? What are the options? That will help. Leaf gonna go down, but now the pressure starts to mount. Nat's in position, trying to hold that back line. Finds his fight and takes down the man. But Trent with a fight back in towards site. Spike now loose. Kamek and Nats called upon. And all those moments for Nats, they were great to get them here, but they may all be for nothing. They bait him in. G2 setting the record straight. 13-7. America's keeping their hope alive.
G2 get a little bit of vengeance for Americas and for Sentinel, shutting down Nats, taking out Liquid. Not gonna let EMEA be on top 2 times in a row. And look at Valen out there, feeling the crowd, getting loud. He's such a calm guy.
Yeah.
But in these big moments on stage, you can see that energy just sort of seep into him. And he blasts it out too.
To the other side of things for Liquid as well, given